What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Gakis, and today we are going to be discussing a new survey Bungie has sent out to certain players that talks about Sparrow Racing League, new subclass abilities, Gambit events, and so much more. And so, let's get started. Alright, so I actually recently did a video where I filled out a certain survey that Bungie sent me. It was all about the raid and stuff. I wish I got some like this, but remember guys, these surveys, they're not telling us like Sparrow Racing League is 100% coming to the game. It's just Bungie testing the waters, gathering data, and based on player feedback, maybe implementing the overwhelmingly popular choices that people pick. So it's kind of an interesting thing to look at. Let's see what Bungie is thinking internally, and maybe we can talk about where the future of Destiny 2 is heading. Alright, so this is going to come from an article on the Gaming Post. You can see it right here. Destiny 2 is considering adding Sparrow Racing League, unvaulted campaigns, NPC sidekicks, new subclass abilities, new Gambit mode, and more new survey reveals. So let's take a look at the questions within this survey, guys. So one of the first questions is, please rank the following potential features to be added to Destiny 2 in terms of their potential to improve your enjoyment of the game. So there's 5 options players can sort from the thing they want the most to the thing they want the least. So we have new stasis and strand abilities. We have gear tier enhancement, so the ability to upgrade the tier of a weapon. You can maybe take a tier 2 weapon, turn it to tier 3, maybe turn it from tier 3 all the way to tier 5 after that. There's a new simplified portal scoring system, or I should say that's one of the options. New void melee abilities. I mean, I don't know if I'd put that number 1, but when I play the Void Warlock, man, I want a second melee ability. But lastly, there's power prestiging, ability to reset your power to 10. Just what we need, more grinding. I mean, to be honest though, as a Call of Duty player, I mean, prestiging is something players love in that game. And I mean, you have that group of players who they just want to grind and grind and grind, and they didn't mind how slow level progression was when Edge of Fate came out. There is a group of players that think that way. Maybe giving them the option to prestige and they could just keep grinding and grinding is not the worst idea, and then the rest of us can just stay at max level, right? So kind of some interesting options there for sure. Moving on from there, the next question is worded in a similar way where you are sorting what you want to see. We have a bunch more options here though. So first of all, a Sparrow Racing League event or playlist. So again, this doesn't confirm anything, but clearly the fact that Bungie is listing this is they're sending out feelers, and they're maybe considering making Sparrow League return to the game. Because, you know, if they were like dead set against Sparrow Racing and we're thinking we are never going to bring this back to the game, it wouldn't even be an option. So it's interesting to see it here. There's been a lot of people asking for Sparrow Racing League to return for years. So again, the fact that Bungie is mentioning it, it's kind of cool. All right, now moving on from there. Raid Night, a day of the week where players can play the featured raid for extra rewards. Then a new Gambit mode or Gambit event. I'll tell you right now, this is going to be at the bottom of the survey. Like, there's no way that this survey comes back and they're like, sir, everyone wants Gambit. Like, there's just no shot, dude. So it's interesting that that's there, though. New difficulty tiers to legacy raids and dungeons. That's an interesting one for sure. Raid Rotator. Legacy raids that are included in the weekly raid rotation that offer special rewards and unique challenges. Hey, getting tiered raid loot for legacy raids and stuff would be very interesting, to be honest. Added old campaigns and other activities to the portal. Old campaigns to the portal? I guess maybe certain levels, certain sections? Again, a very interesting one. Rotating portal activities each week, okay? Daily/weekly competitive PvE event, and then also new PvP modes, for example, combined arms. So some interesting choices there for sure, especially I would imagine if you're, a big raider, your sorting of these would be like maybe number 1, new difficulty tiers. Number 2, legacy raids that are included in the weekly raid for bonus loot. Like there's a few raid things. Like you could have like new difficulty tiers, raid rotator, and raid night as 1, 2, 3. But how much of the player base are actually big raiders? I mean, it would be interesting to see the results of this survey, guys. Again, everyone's just going to be talking about Sparrow Racing League, man. I have seen so many tweets over the years asking for Sparrow Racing, so we might be closer than ever to getting it actually to return. You never know. All right, moving on from there, guys. They then say one of the biggest blocks in the survey is another ranking list for potential features to be added to Destiny 2. Here are the options. So first of all, we have unvaulted expansion campaigns such as Red War and Forsaken. So that's a crazy one. I think initially people would be like, oh my gosh, I definitely want the Red War campaign, the Forsaken campaign. Because, I mean, a lot of people feel like those were unfairly taken from us with the stupid vaulting, right? But if they just added the Red War campaign back as is, would you really play it? Would you play it maybe more than one time just for nostalgia? I think it would be really cool if they added these back to have, like, you know, upgraded rewards. They remake all the original Destiny 2 like vanilla weapons with the new gearing tiers. So you're going through the Red War campaign, you have maybe a legendary difficulty that didn't really exist when it first came out. That could be very, very cool. Same with Forsaken, like finally upgrading some of those old Forsaken weapons and stuff like that. So now I'm talking myself into actually wanting these campaigns to return. Initially I was like, bro, am I really gonna play Red War? Now I would want to for like upgraded rewards if it was kind of brought back into the fold and stuff like that. Anyways, moving on from there. New clan upgrade and progression system. Honestly, yes. This is one that flies under the radar. Guys, when's the last time we got clan banners, bro? Like, it's been so many years. There's so many games that do clans right, and Destiny 2 is not one of them. It could be such an awesome social feature for just throwing together quick fire teams, for helping your clan out, for doing like special clan quests and missions and stuff like that. I would love Bungie to invest more in clans. Moving on from there, an in-game trophy room. Again, that's something people have really wanted for a long time. We did have the thing that came out with the menagerie. It's not the menagerie, but the OG like testing room back with the Season of Opulence. I forget what it was called, but that was kind of like an in-game trophy room, to be honest. NPC sidekicks to equip and fight alongside your guardian. Oh my goodness. I mean, that would be kind of cool, but I don't know if this is the game for it, man. Like, the last thing I want is to be playing PvP and be shot by someone's, like, fox with a gun strapped to it or something. Like, I don't know about that. Moving on from there. More replayable, story-rich side quests for NPCs. All right. After that, more random encounters with other players while adventuring. Yes, dude. Yes. This used to be an MMO, dude. Like, before the portal, I mean, even without the portal, we've been going in this direction. You would just find people in the world. I think the game's kind of lost that feeling. After that, new vault with increased space. New onboarding experience for new and returning players. That's something people have been asking for years. An in-game Destiny 2 information glossary, not a bad idea. An in-game Destiny 2 tutorial library. I think that goes hand in hand with the new onboarding experience, like those last 3 options, guys. So, there's actually 2 more questions in the survey that mention Destiny Rising. So one of them is, what does Destiny Rising do better than Destiny 2 in your opinion? If you don't know enough to answer, please enter NA. Another one is, what features from Destiny Rising, if any, would you be interested in seeing added to Destiny 2? If you don't know enough to answer, please enter NA. So, interesting because Destiny Rising does have some cool features, and Destiny Rising, you know, I played a fair amount of it, super impressive for a mobile game, right? Now, if it was a full retail AAA game, would it be as impressive? You know, I'm not quite sure, but there are some cool features off the top of my head. Honestly, I'm thinking of the fact that in PvE environments in the world, you have like public events matter a ton more because there's like special public events you're using to level up the rep of that area that actually matters, unlike public event spaces in Destiny 2. The attachment system is kind of interesting. Like you can add attachments to exotics to increase their power, and you're going out and trying to earn attachments. Now, of course, there's the whole gacha system that people would definitely not like in Destiny 2. But yeah, so overall, guys, that is going to be it for kind of the main key questions there. Very interesting options. Very, very interesting options. And a lot of these things, man, they would actually be sick. Like, I kind of got excited just talking about, oh my goodness, adding back Red War with like an all new difficulty tiers, new loot dropping, getting tier 5 of those original Red War campaign weapons and stuff like that. Like, that would actually kind of be sick. And now I'm wanting that. So we'll have to wait and see if any of this stuff actually gets added to the game. Of course, you know, maybe my preferences are unlike anyone else who got these surveys, and so everyone else is voting for Gambit #1, baby. It's always Gambit. It's always been Gambit. But yeah, just kind of an interesting look into what Bungie might potentially be thinking. So, guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this interesting. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.